Excellency, I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to address the gathering. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Sit down, please. The honorable ministers, the Inspector General of Police, other leaders, and the graduates. First of all, I want to congratulate you on finishing this course and joining the Uganda Police. Congratulations. By 1986, the Uganda Police had diminished. I remember after the reorganization, I think the Uganda Police remained with only 3,000 people, personnel. As you hear now, the Honorable Minister of State was telling you that the police population ratio is now at 890, while the target is to have one police personnel for every 500 citizens. I think the police force now is 40,000? 46,000, including this? Yes. Okay. So therefore, from 3,000 to 46,000 is a little bit of movement in the right direction. Right from the beginning, we are not only after the numbers, but also after the quality. In 1979, 80, when we got rid of the government of Idi Amin, we recruited graduates, university graduates, deliberately for the first time in the Uganda Police. We said that education must be part of the requirements as far as police personnel are concerned. In the army, you can afford to have some ignorant people. This is because the army works as a group, a section, a platoon, a company, battalion, So an ignorant person can just be there under command and do some work. The problem with the police is that in many cases, you need to act alone. Yes, sometimes you act as a group, but many times you need to act alone. How are you going to write a statement from a criminal if you can't read and write? How will you collect evidence? How will you record it? So that's why we said no. Apart from the numbers, we must insist on the issue of quality, and number one is education. And that's why many of you are educated. I don't think anybody can join the police if he has not finished A-level. O-level. So that was number one. That's quality. So you are all educated people. Now, after that, the other element of quality is training, what you have done here. That is now an additional element of quality. Progression through the ranks of the police must be as a consequence of training. Not just promotion without training, no. You train in order to come in. You must train in order to progress. When you do that, the quality will keep improving. And then there's the issue of the doctrine and ideology. What is the doctrine and the ideology of this force? The NRM says it should be a force which is pro-people, which is there to defend and uphold the dignity of the people of Uganda. So therefore, your methods must reflect that. Because you can have a police force which is educated, but is anti-people, as you have seen in some parts of the world, where the police are shooting people, beating people. That means you are not pro-people. How then can you be a police personnel and be pro-people? First of all, you must be well trained, like we are doing here. Well trained in the use of arms, firearms, well trained in the use of other means of self-defense, like the martial arts. However, those capabilities, you should always use them according to the standing orders of the force. The other day, there was a fracas in West Nile where our young friend Bobby Wine was tried to fight with security people, I think they beat him a bit. And then they came and said, oh, member of parliament was beaten. Where I said, okay, let me study how he was beaten. Now, when I studied, I found the man had been beaten properly, in the right way. This was because when I think there were the SFC people who are not police-minded. You know, those people are not police-minded, SFC. They are used to doing other things, not. But somehow they managed to act properly. I was actually surprised. When they went where this honorable member was, in the room, they were looking for him because they had caused some problem the day before. Then these people tried to attack them, tried to box them. They also boxed them back until they subdued them. And after subduing them, they didn't beat them again. So I was surprised. I said, but these people acted properly. It was self-defense. And beyond self-defense, they didn't beat. So it was in order. They had actually tried to punish the boys. I said, no, this is rubbish. It is the other people who were in the wrong. So therefore, this SFC, they did it by accident because they are not trained to do that. I was surprised they didn't make any mistakes. But for you, the police personnel, you should be very clear there. Be firm in self-defense. If somebody comes to beat you, you block him, and you use enough force to subdue him. I don't know what the standing orders say, but my logic. Okay, reasonable enough, whatever. You use enough force or reasonable, whatever it is, but me, I prefer enough. Enough force to subdue this person. Subduing means you stop him beating you, and you put him in a position where he can be, where he can be handcuffed. Now, beyond that, you should not beat that person again. That's where now the mistake comes in. You have already subdued him or her. Why then are you beating him or her? Behind those actions, you still have some villagism in you. You see, according to the traditional doctrine, the Banyankole say, akabwakeiba kehura mugongo gwako. According to the Banyankole doctrine, traditional doctrine, a thief should be beaten as a punishment, not only to arrest, but also to punish. But here, in the modern doctrine, we are saying no. Separate the roles. Your job is to arrest, get evidence, and bring the person to another group of people to be the ones to punish him. And these are the prosecutors and the judiciary. So this should be very, very clear. Because you seem to alternate between liberalism to allow bad people to do bad things. You find they are beating women. Some thugs are beating women. Why do you allow that to happen when you are nearby there? Like during the recent elections, some women were being attacked by hooligans. Why do you allow that? And the police people are nearby there. You should not allow that. Nobody should attack you, nor should he attack any member of the public when you are there and you don't act. And by acting, you act in self-defense or in the defense of the public or member of the public who is the victim of the attack by the lawbreaker. But beyond subduing the attacker, don't beat, don't punish. That will be done by somebody else. So I hope this is very easy to get. Firmness, to be firm in self-defense, firm in defending members of the public, firm in defending property. When you find people attacking property, breaking shops and so on, I'm sure the police has got standing orders how that one can be done. All of that. Defend yourself, defend members of the public, defend property, family, and expeditiously, so that everybody behaves. Because when they beat people, like some people don't want people to vote the way they want, so they intimidate people, intimidate women, push old people. Why should this happen? You should insist that everybody behaves with respect and in order, so that we have an orderly society. So this is what I regard as part of the doctrine that is pro-people. You are educated, you are trained, but what is your ideology? What is your doctrine? Don't back at people. Okubogorera abantu. Oh, you. Wait. Why? Treat people with respect. When I was young and fighting, I was a thin fellow, and one day I was in Nairobi in my underground work, and the Kenya policeman said, "Warrior," in a rude way, "warrior." I didn't know what he meant by warrior. Apparently what he meant is that I looked like a Somali. And that's what the Kenyan police call Somalis, that they are warrior. Why do you shout out to me? Why? I actually wanted to box him. You find me walking and you shout at me. Why? Who are you to shout at me? Respect. Don't be rude to people. That's what I mean by a pro-people police force. Educated, well-trained, pro-people, ready to defend themselves against lawbreakers, ready to defend the public against lawbreakers, ready to defend property against lawbreakers. Don't beat anybody who has already been arrested. This is really very bad. Somebody has been arrested, you beat him for what? That should not happen at all. Then the other weakness has been, of course, corruption. Some of the policemen have been taking bribes, especially the other white angels. You know, the ones who put on white uniform. I saw some of them here. One day, I was driving with my vehicles, going to Jinjinimavira. I found one of those white clothed people, one of your people, the one who put on white uniform, a girl actually. She had stopped a big trailer. Now when my vehicle stopped, I wanted to use one of my vehicles. When I came out, the trailer had disappeared. I said, where is the trailer which I left here? It has gone. But why had you stopped it? She couldn't explain to me why she had stopped. I think she was negotiating something. And when she saw me, she said, you go. So please, there is no need for you to spoil. When I look at you, I really feel very happy. You're all young. You look like how I was looking in 1961. So I really, you have got a very, now 61 is now almost 60 years. But because I never soiled myself with corruption, with all those bad things, that's why I am here. 60 years afterwards, I'm still of some value. People still trust in what I'm doing. So, don't become bad mathematicians. Don't okubara ekibaro bubi. Don't try to become rich quickly by taking bribes, and you end up losing value in a very short time. The Bible talks of the salt. Bishop Kasangachi is there. I'm also I would have been a bishop if I had not gone for some other work. My colleagues, they are seniors of Bishop Kasangati. Bishop Benezeri Kisembo. That was my group mate, 1962, at Nabugabo, Christian camp, youth camp. But the Bible talks of the salt which has lost value. Exura when the salt is no longer loses sweetness, you should make sure that you don't lose sweetness in yourself. And corruption is the easiest way how you can stop being sweet and you become bitter. And you should not take that wrong route. It's not necessary. You can do very well by being honest. In the end, you will gain. So with crime, when you are dealing with crime, please be very serious. Because that's how you can get confidence of the public. When the British were here, they had done many mistakes, but they were firm with homicide. Very firm. So firm that the Banyankore were very much impressed by the British. the way they were investigating crime, especially homicide. The Banyankole would say, abazungu nibagambisa omutogomfu. This was their simple understanding. They believed that because they were so thorough, somebody, during the time of the British, somebody would kill a person, unknown, but somehow the CID find out who has killed somebody. So according to the Banyankole, they thought, they thought that the Europeans would take the head of the dead body and ask the head, who killed you? And because the head would have seen the one who killed him, the head would say, it is Obiga Kanye, the one who killed me. Because they didn't know how they were able to know all the hidden things in that murder. They were so impressed. That's the reputation you the police should develop. There was even a story, there was Sherlock Holmes. There was somebody who was writing novels in the 60s about the British intelligence, British police, a man called Sherlock Holmes, who was investigating crime, which was difficult. That's the reputation I want your police to develop. Gain the confidence of the people by being master investigators of crime. Don't become known for biafandumu. Bad things happen, you are there, you do nothing. On our side, I've decided, of course, long ago I decided to help the police by improving its tools. That's why we installed cameras in all the cities, Kampala and now other towns, so that the work of detection is easy. We are also working on the issue of the forensics. We shall give you all the aids to investigate. But even with the cameras, you must use them very seriously. If people are not there, they are not following up, the cameras will not be of any use. So therefore, I congratulate you. You are lucky. You are young people. You have joined this wonderful force. If you are loyal to your mission, your future is bright. Finally, I was told about the issue of the land here. In your Banyoroba Masindi, itaka lya police weitu, chairman. Abapolisi beitu kanibendi itaka lyokusomera itaka lyitu abantu bawo balemerimu. Mbaze nabo tubasasure kuri nyinyi kubaha akasente. Mbaze nabo. We had got 2 square miles here, but our people, the villagers, came and invaded the land. I don't know whether they invaded or what. The land which is now free is 1.3 square miles. But we want all the 2 square miles. So I have asked the chairman to discuss with our people here. We can find a way of bribing them. Baruko muitakalitu. So with these few words, it is my pleasure to do what? I pass out the officers and the constables It is my pleasure to pass out the officers, the ones with the sword. I pass you out. And the constable, the ones with the rifle and the bayonet, I also pass you out.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give another round of applause to His Excellency the President, our dear chief guest, for those very excellent remarks. It was a very awesome speech with a lot of words of wisdom and guidance that the new officers need to take forthwith. Your Excellency the President, we have the final part of this ceremony, which is the awards of prizes to best winners. It's going to be done scientifically, and with your permission, Your Excellency, will request the Honorable Minister of State for Internal Affairs and the Inspector General of Police to come forward and represent you in the scientific award of the prizes to the best winners. Thank you, Your Excellency. The Chief Instructor, please, can you march forward the prize winners very, very fast in the interest of time. Among the learner AIPs, we have file number 03388, learner AIP Olanya Albert. Please hurry up, come forward very fast, followed by file number K2912, learner AIP Katasi Sylvia. Please hurry up in that order, very fast. We have number K2925, learner AIP Kinyera Bosco. Following that order, file number M2788, learner AIP Musaba Moses. In that order, file number A2090, learner AIP Asinguza Justus. And file number M2753, learner AIP Makeba Miriam. Those are the 6 learner AIPs. Then among the PPCs, we have number 72145 PPC Mwebesa Robert. Please hurry up and you line up in that order. Number 70988 PPC Opio Daniel. Then number 71726 PPC Nasiwa Pauline. And number 70076 PPC Olum Matthew. Please hurry up. The Chief Instructor, please get the prizes forward. We are going to start with the overall best student, Your Excellency, amongst the learner AIPs. That is file number 03388, learner AIP Olanya Albert. He was the overall best student amongst the learner AIPs. Please, let's hurry up. Take the prizes. We are taking time.
Bring the Diravo. Number 1, bring the...
Hurry up.
They said drill or Sunday. They said drill first.
It's very sit down. Pull it. Yeah.
Your Excellency, I'm Superintendent of Police Otto Roman Jaffet, the Chief Instructor, Police Training School, Kabarie. Your Excellency, it's my humble and privilege to present to you 4,809 who successfully complete the course. Band. Congratulations. The overall best prize winner among the learner AIPs is file number O/3388, learner AIP Olanya Albert. Olanya Albert, in physical exercise, he got 8.1. And he got A and emerged the best, Your Excellency.
be followed by the next one.
To be followed by K/2925, Lana AIP Kinyera Bosco, who emerged best in academics. She is followed by K/2912, Lana AIP Katas Libya, who was second best in academics. She is followed by M/2788, Lana AIP Musaba Moses, who emerged best in field activities. She is followed by A/2090, Lana AIP and Singusa Justus, who emerged best in leadership. And among the Lana AIPs, Your Excellency, the second best in leadership is M/2753, Lana AIP Makeba Miriam. Your Excellency, among the probationer police constables, the overall best is number 72145, PPC Mwebesa Robert. Next is number 70988, probationer police constable Opio Daniel Emmanuel, who emerged best in academics. The second best in academics, Your Excellency, is number 71726, probationer police constable Nasi Wapolin. Your Excellency, the best in field activities among the probationer police constables is number 70076, PPC Olum Matthew Isaac. I thank you, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, that brings us to the end of the award of prizes, and we want to take this opportunity to express our deepest gratitude to you, Your Excellency, for gracing this occasion. We are going to the final part where we are going to rise up and have the anthems in reverse order, and thereafter we shall hand over to the parade commander to march the parade off. The Inspector General of Police is inviting us immediately after this function for a luncheon at the IGP's palace, and thereafter we shall be departing at own leisure. As the prize winners get to march off, I'll then hand over to the parade commander. That's the joy of being a prize winner. The rest of the new officers, you'll get your prizes. We have a prize for each and every of you. Each and every one of you, you all won prizes, but we had to select a few to represent you, so don't get demotivated. May I now take the opportunity to hand over to the parade commander to take us through the anthems in reverse order, and thereafter, His Excellency the President will be leaving us, but the other invited guests can remain behind for the IGP's dinner. Thank you very, very much. Most welcome.
New officers who have just passed out, stay where you are. Let's give our visitors space to move to the places where they are supposed to go right now. Otherwise, I want to congratulate all of you. I want to thank you for your endurance and your resilience, for having been able to undergo all the different requirements of training, which has culminated into the pass out that we are witnessing today. I want to thank you so much for being disciplined. I want to thank you so much for resorting your effort and energy into the requirements of training. I want to thank the trainers of PTS Cavalier. I want to thank the commandant, deputy commandant, and the other trainers for the time and the effort. Nuagaba, come at where these places are, and collect the microphone and the swords. Officers, first stay where you are. Our visitors are still moving. Stay where you are. Let the band move. Don't occupy the roads. Our roads are narrow, and you know our numbers are big. So stay where you are. Let the band move out of the field. Just feel happy. Take your time. You are no longer a recruit now. You're a police officer. So begin behaving like how any of us behave. You don't need to be pushed. You must take precaution, you must do the right thing and give respect to your uniform and the rank that you are currently occupying. Thank you very much, band. Thank you, parade participants, those who participated in weapon. Learner IPs, you can now put on your pips. Learner IPs, you have 1 star. You can put it on. You can begin saluting officers, and you can begin to be saluted by your juniors. I thank you very much and congratulate you upon this great success in your life. And as you have been cautioned and guided, if you remain disciplined, if you remain focused, with the age and time on your side, the sky will be the limit. Members of protocol, come back here. You should be the last to leave. Members of protocol, you should be the last to leave this place. There are chairs, gifts of prize winners, the podiums are here, which must be secured. All the ushers, officers, the new officers who were selected as ushers, come here and take charge of this place. Come and keep the property. We thank you, band, so much for making this ceremony lively, as we congratulate the new officers in the Uganda Police Force and also welcome them in the field where we already are. We are waiting for your deployment and you join us. I know some of us will be with us here as trainers, and together we serve the country. Protocol, come this way. Trainers, where?